I'm Pam. I am the owner of 44 Marketplace at Lake Oconee and the owner of Creative Refinishing Studios here in beautiful Sparta, Georgia. And tonight we are debuting Dixie Belle's new silk paint, Smoky Mountain. And we are using it as a stain. So it's kind of a different use. But I have a barn door that I'm putting up at my studio to close off my paint booth with. And I wanted to show y'all because a lot of people don't think about using a paint as a stain, and it is such a great stain. So I am, again, using Dixie Belle Silk, and it is called Smoky Mountain, is the new color. And what I like to do is wet my area down a little bit, put a little bit of paint on my brush, and just start working it in. And you can see I've already done most of this door, but I wanted to jump on here and show y'all how easy it is. Now you can add more water and move it around some, or you can put it on and wipe it back with a paper towel or a t-shirt rag or one of those blue shop cloths, whatever you prefer. But it's a great way to add some color to nude wood, and rather than just using your everyday stain. It's a good way to give it some color and show off that beautiful wood grain. So you can do it like this, apply it, and then wipe it back to the wood grain that you want. Or you can just continue to add a little bit of water and move your paint around. And you use less paint that way. It just takes a little bit more work to get what you want. You want to make sure you get down in all the grooves. You want to make sure you get down in all of the edges. And on a barn door like this, you've got edges all over the place. It's always a lot easier if you can get this painted before you assemble it. But in this case, my husband could go ahead and get it put together for me while I was working on a faux finish on a vent hood yesterday. So I had him go ahead and get the door together for me, and I told him I would just finish it after he got it done. Now, it's really best if you use a synthetic bristle brush, in my opinion. It seems to move the paint around a little better, holds onto enough paint. Sometimes, to me, a natural bristle for an application like this, it seems to hold on to too much paint, and I don't want that much paint. I want to be able to move it around because all we're doing is like a color wash over this. And it's really quick. I think I started this maybe 30 minutes ago. And it's a great way to get it done. And a lot of times if you use especially an oil-based stain, but even some of the water-based stains take a little longer to dry than this does. But an oil-based stain, you definitely want to wait at least 24 to 48 hours before you do very much of anything else with it. And with this, the part where I started, it's already dry. So there's really no waiting on it. But like I say, it's super easy. It's a great way to add a color and show off that beautiful wood grain. But it doesn't really take any talent, just a little bit of patience, some water, and a little bit of paint. And you can really change the way something looks. And like I say, this is going in my studio here in Sparta. And I did not want just a brown or white or any of the stain colors. And this new color by Dixie Belle is absolutely amazing. I mean, it is fabulous. So if you haven't seen Smoky Mountain, here is your chance to see it. And most of the people who are debuting it, they are using it as a paint and not a stain. So that's why I wanted to show y'all a little bit different application so that you could see, oh, I don't have to just use it as a paint. I think I walked off screen. Sorry about that, y'all. And you get to see my messy studio and my cute little dog, Hamilton. He's always close by to help out. Now, a lot of people have asked me, will the knot holes show? If you don't treat the knots with shellac, they will show, they will bloom back out later. But because this is such a rustic door, I don't mind, because that's why I'm just using a quick stain over it, because it is a barn door. You know, I don't want it to look super finished, super polished or anything. I mean, most people that want to use a barn door, they want it to have a rustic feel to it, or they would use a different kind of door. So that's why I really like this finish. But you can treat the knots with shellac, and that way you have less a chance of them rearing their ugly head again. But I'm wiping this back enough that they already show through anyway. So to me, when they do show through more, it's not going to be a thing. All right, and just like that, in less than an hour. And now here's a couple of spots that I overlapped. All you have to do is reactivate the paint with a little bit of water, and you can wipe back a little more. And it's just from the areas that I overlapped a little, and it's a little darker than I want it to be. So I'm just going to reactivate the paint before it dries completely. And there you go. I have a stained barn door for my paint booth. And you can see I started out with 16 ounces of paint, and I probably didn't use an ounce to stain the entire back of this door. So after this dries, we'll flip it over and we will do the other side. Thanks for watching, y'all. See you later.